Festus Kanyama says Tinubu did civil forfeiture as a latest type of forfeiture in law. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Festus Kanyama took to his Twitter handle to continue his defense of the All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate from the media after the recently widespread rumors of his alleged links to drug deals in the United States of America that led to him forfeiting hundreds of thousands of dollars to the United States government. According to the post he made, he revealed that in legal practice, not all types of forfeitures of assets are considered criminal. There are different types of forfeitures, namely civil, criminal, and administrative forfeitures. Festus Kanyama revealed that if there is no criminal charge against Bola Tinubu, then there cannot be a criminal forfeiture of assent or indictment. He noted that in the case of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he made a civil forfeiture of the money to the United States government because there was no criminal charge against him. Festus Kanyama post on Twitter reads thus: in law, not all forfeitures are criminal. They are civil, criminal, and administrative forfeitures. If there is no criminal charge, there cannot be a criminal forfeiture or indictment. In the case of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it was a civil forfeiture. There was no criminal charge against him. Wow. But is this not interesting? Eh? Tell me, is this not interesting to me? So you are saying, wow. Please tell us more about this civil forfeiture, because I want to understand if one can just forfeit his fortune with no reason. Exactly. My own is, you see all this problem. Now wow. You see all these problems can be avoided. And they can also be toned down. If you want to come outside, if you know that you want to come outside for president, I want to believe at a point in life, you should have it at the front and back of your mind that you are going to be coming out for something. You should keep your records and your hands clean. I don't want to believe, say, you just wake up out of the blues one day, come determine, say, you won't be the governor, you won't be the president of a country. I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe so. I don't want to believe. You should have, as in, it should be something you should have been preparing for. And if anybody should be prepared for this, it should be Tinubu, to be very sincere with you. Because he has been in the game for a very long time. It will be interesting if Kanyama, for crying out loud, will just close his mouth and allow Tinubu to tell us what happened. I'm telling you, instead of having to speak through proxies, he should come out and defend himself. Because this attitude of his spokesman always coming out to talk for him, this thing, clear, warm for my eyes at all. Makes sense at all. Sincerely. How much was his salary to have forfeited $500,000 in 1993? Imagine the question you are asking, seek to learn. It was stated in the circulated document that some money was transferred to his account and nothing pointed to salary. So why the question? Okay, no problem. Thank you, my brother. Tinubu has become Father Christmas to forfeit that huge amount to the United States of America's government. What was the motive behind the forfeiture? Something must have happened, otherwise Tinubu would have stood his ground if he was innocent. Tinubu would have stood his ground if he is innocent. I beg Kanyama, try look for a convincing excuse to give, because this your forfeiture no enter at all. My own is to quiet everybody down, to make everything become crystal clear. Tinubu should come out and defend himself. Chikena, it is as simple as ABC. If he is actually innocent of these crimes being told against him, he should come out and defend himself. This is what happened, though. This is what happened. So that we are going to know. Then if he is guilty as charged, I want to believe all those things should be what you would have looked into before coming out, because if anybody is supposed to know, say this kind of thing will affect them in their running for any elective position, it should be Jagaban. It should be him. He has been in this politics days for too long. So he knows the do's and don'ts about these things that are happening. If you ask me, he knows that. Let the whalers search for another defamatory or derogatory story except origin, age, and school attended fails woefully. So all their evil plans will continue to fail. Jagaban, Aso Rock Street, there is no option open to Igbo and Atiku, Whalers Lagoon, Lagoon de Lagos and Kaduna Abuja Railroad to cross at close range. Are you really serious? Well, to me, anybody who won't come outside for any elective position should come out with clean hands. Else, that this kind of thing you go see. If you know that you have one skeleton in your cupboard like this, it's better you deal with it. I'm telling you, let it be a thing of the past. And like I said, if anybody is supposed to be caught in this kind of web now, it is not even supposed to be Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why? The man knows the do's and don'ts of this game. He has been in the game for too long, so he knows definitely waiting day. If there's anybody who will come outside now and be accused, I don't expect it in any way to be Tinubu. I expect it to be somebody else. Somebody will be say, you just come outside, one can't do politics. So it is no longer an allegation, but the fact that Tinubu forfeited some reasonable amount of money to avoid going to jail. What is the forfeiture and for why? Okay. It appears that Kenemo has run out of ideas on how to defend Tinubu. If that means the 50 pages released by the US is fake or what? Please, Mr. San, Nigerians need more clarifications. Well, if I were Tinubu, this is the right time to come out and clear the air. Anything we want to talk, anyhow we want to convince Nigerians, because Nigerians, so I am so happy that a lot of things are happening as in before the election. Some people will not come outside and say, we did not know, we did not know that this is what happened. That super story of we did not know is out of the question. Some things are now very crystal clear. So you know the kind of person you're voting for. You know what he's capable of doing. You know what he as in is capable of doing, so that you go know. Not that time, we did not know now. That time of you did not know, you know be now again. These things are now crystal clear. Nigerians, make sure no day inside river and soap go enter in our eyes. It is not going to be funny. If Tinubu had no criminal case, then why would they have allowed the United States to have forfeited the money? If you're to be in Nigeria, would Tinubu allow the money to go for a year? Never. The money can never go. Civil forfeiture because Tinubu took a plea bargain. Kanyama said he innocently gave his announced account details to people he did not know were involved in heroin business. Tinubu took the option of forfeiting the money but instead of being joined with other defendants in the drug deal. This is what made it a civil case because he agreed with the prosecutor on those terms. Was Tinubu involved in drug business? Yes. Is drug business a criminal case in the US? Yes. Was Tinubu joined in the case? No, because he agreed to return the money found in his account. Nigerians think, forget tribe and religion. Let's not make the same mistake of 2015. We are already suffering too much. Do not have Nigeria. Do not hand over Nigerians to drug barons. All right.